Okay, we are finally back with another Interrupt the Movie. I'm Alex.
I almost said GBR. I'm
GBR.
I'm KaijuX. Bacon.
And I'm Nagoda. Also, I love the Ultra Q opening.
Yeah, that is so awesome.
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, this is great. This is great.
I wonder if there's many diehard fans that are going, oh boy, I can't wait for Ultra Q. Wait, what the fuck is this shit? What's an Ultraman? This is stupid. I want to go back to my Japanese Twilight Zone.
No kidding.
The Ultra Q fandom is dying. Reblog if you support QAnon.
This is Ultra Q genocide.
I just have to say, this intro really reminds me of the Really Big Man special from 1971. I think that's why I should be sued.
Oh my god, Really Big Man's the best.
Yeah, for real. Is that King Kong?
But yes, instead of movies, I want to try to slowly get back into this with TV shows. But not only for that, but to commemorate the upcoming release of SHIN Ultraman, we will be doing 8 episodes of this classic series.
Hooray!
Yes.
Is that big?
We've done Godzilla, we've done Gamera, now it's time for the other of the big three.
Hell yeah.
Well, big 4.
Oh yeah, Kong.
Yeah, we did Kong.
Oh no, it's flying balls.
Effects.
Man, that's really a War of the Worlds.
Oh, it is Paraspace. That is the organization. It is Paraspace.
I told you!
Trolled.
So, KaijuX, is this how the 1967 movie opened?
Yes. Yes, it does. Yeah, this is pretty much like the same kind of footage. Yeah, it looks a lot nicer for obvious reasons, or at least, for clarity, I'm watching it on my Blu-ray, so it looks a lot nicer than the 67 movie. But like so far so good. Like everything is sort of like practically the same sort of shot for shot. I do know that they do trim out some parts, like either to pick up the pace or a little more I might explain later in the next episode or something.
Please tell me they kept hiatus sniffing glue.
You'll have to remind me which part that is.
Yo, Godzilla vs. Ghidorah?
Okay, did they get rid of this?
I think they trimmed this down some.
What about this shot?
Okay, that shot's there. You're being ultra specific.
What about the glowing lights? Did they change
for reference, everyone, the 1967 movie was just like a compilation of a few episodes.
Yeah,
it got packaged into a movie. Isn't that how we have Ultraman and stuff in the KBC?
Yes,
that's the only reason.
Yep.
I mean, kind of. There's a little more to that. But, yeah, that guy tripped.
Okay,
man, I wonder what monsters in there must be so threatening.
Okay, what about the guy on the far left? Was he in the 67 movie?
The bubble bath bomb.
Who set off the oxygen destroyer?
Everything died.
Like Hayata in a second.
Yeah. Spoilers.
Shut the fuck
up. Spoilers. Some people don't know that happened. Look what you've done, Bacon.
Oh my god!
No, it was Gorath.
So was
got killed by a gumball.
Remember, kids, drunk driving's never okay.
Yes.
Ultraman was secretly drunk during this event.
Does that mean he was an outcast since he was sent out to do grunt work?
Yes.
Yes.
Like King Ghidorah.
Saitama.
I think Super Eye is a hack for reusing a lot of shit from the Godzilla series. Suits, noises, all that fun stuff. Can come up with his own original shit. Especially for the protagonist.
How dare he?
God, he just looks like a human painted silver and red.
Yeah, they should do their own and have Godzilla in it. Wait.
Man, I swear that original idea with Bemulart being the hero was more original than that. But kids were too scared of a bird monster.
Can you imagine if they had stuck with that and we still got like the other Ultras, Bemu 7, Bemular Jack, Bemular Ace.
Gosh.
Zoffy.
Bemure.
Return to Bemular.
No, their planet would be called Bemstar.
Oh gosh.
It was a
And-
snack.
Aki and Anne are way better.
You aren't wrong, but I'm just saying.
They just wear that under their clothes.
Yeah,
Of
They're like
course.
Toby Maguire.
They took footnotes.
Well, if they wear that under their regular clothes, the air conditioning bill must be high.
Look,
Yeah,
man, the
these
drip
are
is worth it.
They'll be warm at least. That's multiple layers of clothing.
And this is a weird deleted scene from Destroy All Monsters. He's dead.
Indeed.
You know,
He breathes
order-
as he
You
breathes.
know, the scene could have been more artistic if he had his arms and legs
Oh,
spread
shit.
out and they were on a cross.
Yeah.
Oh no, look out, it's the Invisible Man.
Yeah, Alex, you're right. I think it would have been better if before Hayata had gone out on this mission. He would have gone into a church and spoken with a priest.
Yeah.
Thank gosh that's all rectified in Ultra 7 though.
Now, guys, we are watching The Miracle of Birth in reverse.
Ew.
Oh, my God. Oh no. That's so cursed. Hayata, we must stop Bemular. Weed has been legalized.
No, Hayata wakes up and goes, "Dude, why are you making me look at your crotch?"
Why are
I'm
there random
asleep.
floating
I did not
lights?
consent.
Don't you just love how awful Ultraman looks in the first few episodes?
Yeah, it
Kinda,
goes like
yeah.
3 different masks.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
like 3
that's-
different masks, yeah.
And
Yeah.
the first one just like has an open mouth. It's all lumpy.
Yeah.
Look,
Oh
he
my
has
gosh.
he has a cold sore on his lip. All right, he in it, and it kept popping up. It's not. He's just an idiot. He gets better later. He gets some cream.
Bacon, you mean herpes, right?
Yeah.
Cold sores are what girls call herpes.
You're a herpy.
You're a herpy.
Yeah.
That man dropped that with precise accuracy. I'm surprised.
And we will
My
never
man
hear
dropped the
Ultraman talk
lightsaber.
in his original voice ever again.
You know,
I
Ultraman
think-
just kind of like chills in
Yeah.
the weird dimension inside Hayata's head.
Yeah.
I do want to point out that as far as knowledge goes, that is something I genuinely like more in the Marvel comics, is that you actually see Hayata and Ultraman interact with each other.
Oh yeah.
It's really nice.
Oh heck yeah. No, that's something this series doesn't really I don't think any of them really elaborate on it too much. I know Return of Ultraman touches on it a little, but not super extensive.
It's probably the only Showa series that talks about it at the length that it does.
Yeah.
In fairness to Ultraman, I think they were Super I was more or less going, "Hey, let's just create a 30-minute show full of monster fights for kids."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Instead
no, like
of-
this is just a fun thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I agree.
It's a fun thing that everyone took to heart, basically. And then it
Let
became something a
the-
lot bigger.
Yeah, let the superior Return of Ultraman handle all the cool things.
Yeah, well, this is just laying the groundwork, you know?
Yeah. Laying the groundwork before it gets retconned.
Yeah, like how the
Well, I mean-
series was set in the 90s before Return of Ultraman set it back to the 60s.
Return of Ultraman didn't even set it back to the 60s. It set itself back to the 60s by the final episode.
Look, space is, look, time is malleable.
I remember watching this series for the first time and getting to that episode and asking you guys, when the hell is this show set? Because it's confused me when it showed a tombstone say 1990.
Yeah. But then, like, the final episode mentions, like, aliens have been around since the 40s, and it's been 20 years or something like that. Oh.
And then
Good
Ultra
grief.
7 takes place in the future.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, it does.
Wait, and then Jack still takes place in the 60s?
In the 70s, yeah. Well, by then, with Jack, it had been formally retconned. that was like, oh yeah, no, this is it. And then I think
Remember, kids, there is no timeline. Go
right.
on.
Right. I think Taro just basically makes the canon the episode that was released that week, basically.
Yeah.
Remember when Taro was the combination of every Ultra?
They got rid of that quickly.
Yeah, they're like, we can't be a result of a gangbang.
Right.
Oh yeah, that kid. Oh yeah, that kid takes the trope known as the bus like away halfway through the series because the actor actually suffered a leg injury.
Really?
That's why if you ever like watch this whole series and you notice him disappearing, that's why.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, because he's only there for like the first half.
Yeah. I remember him being well, I guess spoilers, but I remember him being inducted later, and then he just disappears. Yeah. Huh.
Well, clearly, he got injured on a mission and had to hospitalize until after Zeton.
Hey guys, I'm back to help. Oh wait, all the aliens are defeated.
Dang it.
Oh wait, Seven and these other guys need help. Oh wait, I can't join them. Different division. Oh okay. Back to school then. Yeah.
Rip.
Oh my god, it's Joe's mom.
No, Bacon, that's your mother.
And just like that,
Wrong.
and just like that, Zack Snyder grew inspired to make movies.
I mean, this is cinema.
Okay, was this in the 67 movie?
Yes, it is. But yeah, to elaborate on, like, in the 67 movie, like, most of the stuff has been, like, pretty similar beat for beat, but there have been, like, a couple of notable, I wouldn't say notable, but there was some trimming in the 67 version compared to this, just taking, like, longer shots, shortening them down and all that. But, it's like, basically, one of the biggest changes when it comes to the Bebular episode actually comes with the end. And it's pretty surprising and kind of weird.
The Ghidorah call.
Because you said out of the 4 episodes that were in the movie, this one was altered the most, correct?
This is the most altered, yeah. Basically, that kind of... yeah, would it be alright if I go into it, or...
Yeah, go. I'm assuming people who watch this already seen the show or at least familiar with how it goes.
Okay, fair enough.
They know Bemular's not going to be the overarching villain of the show.
Yes.
Okay, alright.
They know he's worthless.
This isn't the Ultraman anime.
Right. Anyway, but yeah, so to elaborate on, like, in the 67 movie, one of the biggest changes that they do in that is that they finish off Bebular with the Science Patrol. Ultraman never fights him. And basically how it goes is that, like, Hayata, like, after doing the assault on the, after doing the assault with the Jet VTOL, and Bebular goes back underwater, instead of grabbing the submarine by the mouth and coming back up, it ends with multiple reuse shots of the submarine shooting the missiles at Bemular, and then he shoots at them underwater, and then Bemular explodes topside because the missiles did him in.
That makes no sense. This episode's not perfect, or probably not a lot of people's favorites, but it does a good job showcasing Ultraman as this new hero.
Yeah.
So, in the sense of a movie, like the first act is, in this situation would be, like I said, showing Ultraman as this new hero. Like, Bemular's the entry-level villain.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And then on top of that, like, this episode has, like, the bit later where it's like, oh, where does he get his name from? Oh, we call him Ultraman. But the 67 movie dubs that over with new dialogue.
What do they do with it instead of what they do in here?
They with the whole Ultraman naming thing, they pretty much just ignore it. It's weird.
Bruh.
And Ultraman is not referenced by name until the Monster Prince, like the Gamora episode.
What?
Oh my god!
And even then, it's only referenced by the kid. So I'm like, what?
What?
Oh my god!
It's bizarre. It's such a bizarre editing decision because it's like this episode sets up Ultraman. Even if it's just a trimmed down cinematic adaptation, for the lack of a better word, why would you cut that out? That seems incredibly bizarre.
Especially when this is for kids. You would want I hate saying this, but you would need the monster fight.
Yeah.
In this instance.
Right.
Especially when you're trying to set up the hero of your movie.
Right. And even if like setting up wasn't an issue, the monster fights though. Like one of the biggest draws of the 67 movie was seeing Ultraman in color. Like that's one of the big appeals that you would want right there.
That'd be like if a Superman movie went, what if instead of having Superman beat up the first criminal that shows up, he just like chills in a diner while the police arrest him?
Yeah, pretty much.
You literally stole my joke from me. I went to go say that's if you started Man of Steel, but instead of helping that like crew on the big shipping thing, he just stands there like, well, not my problem.
GBR, if that special was made today, it wouldn't be the police stopping them. It'd be the police shooting an unarmed person.
Fair.
Superman being like, police brutality. Now that sounds like my Krypton.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna deal with politics today. I like even things more political, like bank robbery, is all that other fun stuff. Yeah, nowadays
why did
everyone...
you say that name?
It's like everything we do and everything we write and everything that lasts though has the most impact is all political somehow. I don't know.
So KaijuX, was that prior scene in the submarine with Bemula? Is that where he died? Is this where he dies?
No, like this isn't quite the scene where he dies, but this is the footage they used to kill him.
They shot him in the ass.
Yeah.
So no wonder he's pissed.
So would you say in the movie this episode was only 5 minutes long? Because like, that's what it seems like.
I mean, it's like it was more like 14 minutes, but like removing the Ultraman fight shortened it down by a good bit. So no, it would have been around here where the missiles would have been reshot. No, Bemula fired his ray, so I think they may have altered the bit. Yeah, I think they reused like some of these shots right here, like six. They're like 6 missiles that blow Bemula up by the butt, and then they cut to like when the sphere explodes at the end of the fight. So it's like it's weird. It's really weird.
Man, Joss Whedon's version of Bemula sounds awful.
Now, I wasn't paying attention because I was making shitty jokes with you guys, but it seems like Bemula just wanted to chill in the lake the whole time, not causing carnage or anything. It's just
pretty sure he was just trying to get away from Ultraman.
Yeah, I think he's just like waiting for the heat to die down.
Yeah.
It's like in GTA 5, he's got 5 stars that Ultraman was chasing, so he's hiding in a lake.
Yeah.
Waiting for the stars to go away.
Yeah,
but he can't use the item that makes the police go away. He has to wait for the cooldown.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was literally that heat ray bit, and then I think it was like around here where they finish him off.
Bacon has a question.
Okay, go ahead, Bacon.
Does anyone know any design history for Bemula or Ultraman?
I know that Bemula was originally going to be the hero and was like a Birdman.
Yeah, like I said earlier in the video.
Yeah, I think for Ultraman, I know Toll Narita was like the big designer for a lot of the classic Ultra monsters.
Because he did 7 as well, and then
he did 7. Yeah, he did Ultra 7 and Ultraman, like kind of contributed to a lot of the bigger, more iconic monsters. So it's like I think I know Ultraman specifically. I am pretty sure that like iconic features such as the fin along the back or the color timer were improvised like super late into production. And I do recall, if I am remembering this right, like basically Toll Narita was completely against having the color timer, but one of the biggest creative leeways that led to the color timer was just simply because it let people know who, again, this is the 60s. you're watching this on like a little black and white monitor that can barely register color. So it's like having a little like indicator to know that it's like, oh no, his power's running out is a good notifier to let people know, oh, the hero's in critical danger.
Well,
Yes.
not only that, but it's also perfect for a 30-minute episode like this
Yeah.
to showcase,
Something I
give it a
noticed-
reason why the fights can't be that long.
For that
Yeah.
matter,
People always say like, oh, it was because of the budget. That's not true. It's just because like a 3-minute fight is perfect for like a episode of
Show
this
like
length.
this.
yeah. This is why Ultra 7 is actually the oddball and doesn't have the color timer. That's why he was like designed without it.
That's
So-
interesting.
Also, something I noticed was he doesn't have the color timer in the rising sequence.
Yeah, I know. I was just about to point that out, Nagoda, actually. That was literally my first time I noticed that, like, when Ultraman transforms, he doesn't have the color timer. So I wonder if that was shot before he had the color timer.
Oh, one thing I wanted to bring up was that, like, I think we could all agree that Bemular in the shows and movies is pretty pathetic. He is really baller in the Marvel comic. Like, the one issue that he's in, he kicks Hayata's ass for a
Oh,
good portion of it.
nice.
And
Yeah, like he's
He
swinging
uses
him
double
around,
arms
throwing
to
him
do
into
it.
buildings and stuff.
do you want to say it's mainly because of, like, it's an experience. He's never, like, actually fought a monster this big. But it's really cool seeing, like, even the lesser monster get his recognition
Yeah.
by another country.
What I
Anyway.
imagine is that like that's what they probably like intended this to be like, but because of how cheap the suit for Bemular is and like how small the arms are, they couldn't really like do a fight like that.
Yeah,
Oh.
I could see that.
Yeah, so anyway, story time. I'm sure you all remember the times when I didn't care for Ultraman.
Yes.
Mhm.
There's kind of a reason for that, and it comes from this episode. I saw my dad got, like, I think it was like the first half of this series in one of the box sets. I watched it as a kid, this episode, and when it got to this fight, it made me so, like, nauseous. I was getting, like, a migraine from it. It felt like I was throwing up. So I remember having to stop it, and that's why I just did not watch it for the longest time, because for some reason, it was making me sick as a kid, but yet Godzilla, Gamera never did that. I think it was the way this was shot.
Mhm.
Or maybe I just wasn't feeling that good that day and didn't know it. It's a weird instance.
Ultraman's face, the close up.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh.
I wonder what happened with that. I wonder why
Yeah.
that happened.
Yeah, that's a very weird instance to me.
Mhm.
Because I'm pretty sure had I continued further on, I probably would have liked it.
And that was the Specium Ray, his signature move.
Which was excluded in the 67 movie, according to KaijuX, for some reason.
It's there. The Specium Ray is there.
Oh, I mean, not for
But
this.
not here.
No. Oh, yeah. That final shot where Bemular blows up. It's like, yeah, no, without the Specium Ray, it's just the explosion. Yep.
So
It is really weird. So,
out of curiosity,
Mhm.
what are your guys' initial thoughts on Bemular and Ultraman when you first watched this?
As a kid, it's just more or less mad. Like, I got nauseated. When I gave the series a chance a year ago, I liked Ultraman. I think he's pretty cool. Bemular
This is actually my first time watching this episode.
Yeah, this is my first time watching this episode too.
Bemular's kind of a joke,
Yeah.
except when it comes to Zack Snyder, and that's when he's epic.
Bemular is an example of a monster that, like others in the KWC, he has a better home there.
Well, I'll say this: he does have a habit of finding ear gold.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I really like. I mean, I like. This is not my first time watching this episode, and yeah, no, I think this one sets up the tone, the pace, and everything of Ultraman like pretty perfectly. Like, this is what you're getting into. It's a great setup, and just yeah, no, it's an all around feel good experience that I think like it's a good gateway to get into the original Ultraman series. So
Gotta love the epic retcon of them naming him Ultraman, but yeah, it's revealed the other Ultras just do it anyway.
yeah.
Anyway, that's the end of
watching
the
this on
first
DVD.
episode. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.